this bloody moderation and stuff. There you go. A new orientation. Ooh. So, I'm not sure how this will turn out because I can only see the live, just the live going right now. I can only see up to there on the live because it's resting up against the other. Right, I'm going to go. It's been a couple of weeks since I've presented. So a couple of episodes I'm aiming for on the health space. Real health. Here we go. JFK and birth defects. JFK Jr. and birth defects. Here we go. Firstly on JFK, I've just realised. I can't mention bloody jabs. He's all about jabs, isn't he? How am I going to manage? So I don't get cancelled. Let's see. Right. I'm going to make myself all pretty. Getting ready for the recorded. I've already disgraced myself with the live. Hey, live. 0 people, as always. So, RFK Jr. How am I going to do this? Far out. All right. And hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have realised? Who'd have imagined that Real Health is about what we're eating? It's about not how much we're exercising. It's about how much micronutrients is being digested, absorbed, and the dependable daily supply of. Right. So, who'd have? I've lost my usual startup shtick because it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted, recorded, done an episode. I've had the recent birth of my second child, and so I'm quite happy about that. So today you've clicked on this episode, RFK Jr. and his health review on his health stance. As I came into mentioning RFK Jr. and health, I would have had to mention, those things that they jab into your skin, right? Yeah. And just realize if I talk too much about that, I'm gone. Out of the contest. They'll cancel me, right? So, I'm going to see how I go otherwise. So, RFK Jr., he's 69 years of age at the time of recording this. And he's in the race for President of the United States. He's a Democrat. Many will see him as a extremist, a right-wing extremist, as a Democrat, because Democrats are team left, team blue, all that, And he's got some weird conspiratorial views on a lot of things, but health is one of those, right? How about RFK Jr. on his own health? Well, that voice he's got? That voice he's got? That, I'm afraid, my dear listener and viewer, they are still listening, that's good. I've heard this recently. I've done some investigation, but this first reference of his voice, the cause of it, RFK Jr. himself, he'll suggest that his diagnosis is this paralysis, this such and such, whatever. That's least likely. Second least likely. So there's runner-up, first runner-up, runner-up, and then there's a winner. I'll tell you what the winner is. So that was the first runner-up. The runner-up is a lot of cocaine use. Was it cocaine? Heroin. Was it heroin? Oh no. Cocaine. I'm going to go for cocaine use. Apparently, a lot of cocaine use in a particular way gives you that voice. So that's the runner-up, and the winner goes to. This is in my more humble opinion, but the winner for now. I've gone from first runner-up to this is it, the definitive. Well, I'm going to say very close to definitive, perhaps. But poor RFK Jr. has osteoporosis in the skull. What's happening there? Well, there's this foramen magnum in the back of your skull. It houses the 12 cranial nerves that join the brain to the spinal cord, right? And with osteoporosis, your bones thicken to compensate for the loss of structure. Your parathyroid leaches calcium from the bone marrow, and it just strengthens your bones in a lot of places. It makes those bones thicker, and it makes the foramen magnum area thicker. Being thicker, the hole closes as it becomes thicker, and as it closes, it squeezes those 12 pairs of cranial nerves in a particular way, and it gives different symptoms. And the certain symptom for RFK Jr. is his speech. Poor bugger. If that's the case, I'd rather him have osteoporosis versus the overuse of cocaine, right? Or was it heroin? I'm going for cocaine. Excuse my on that. It was one of those hard drugs. Abuse of that in the 90s. So that's the winner for now. Okay, no, that's my winner. So I've gone from definitive to my winner, which means shite. But put that in your back pocket, perhaps, right? So he's got osteoporosis of the skull, and when you've got osteoporosis, it's everywhere, but manifests in the skull. And just as a quick note, some of the osteoporosis symptoms that I'm talking about, the foramen magnum, big hole, meaning big hole, Latin for big hole in the back of your skull, produces other symptoms like sense issues, smell, taste, sight even, yes. My eyesight, many may think, oh, you talk about this micronutrients shit, how come you're still blind? Well, I'm still blind because it's a birth defect, which feeds into my next episode on birth defects. Yes. Birth defects you can't fix. They're baked in the cake, right? So, other osteoporosis symptoms are atrial fibrillation. Is that the vagus nerve or the 10th cranial nerve? There's navis nerve. There's is that the 8th? It's been a couple of years since I've gone down that track, and I've not pursued that track any further because it's baked in the cake, and I haven't had any further interest because my osteoporosis has been solved. If you have tinnitus, osteoporosis. If you have carpal tunnel, osteoporosis. Weak shoulder and joint issues and osteoporosis. Bone spur. That's not osteoporosis. Well, yeah. Osteoporosis, bone spurs, and all that sort of thing too. Bowel issues. I did mention atrial fibrillation. Yeah, AFib. Yes. So here's the doctor who's going to put a soldering iron on your heart, so that part that's fluttering, it slows down. But no, more calcium digestion and absorption and supply of will ease the tension after a few months. No more AFib. How about that for a concept? It sounds nuts, I know, but we can't fire those doctors that's got that thing going, because they'll jump up and down. They'll lose their practice if we poo-poo that. Anyway, If you have AFib, consider what I'm saying. What's some others? Macular, no. Uh, some other site. What else? What else? That'll do for now. So there's probably 24 or so diseases, chronic illnesses that eventuate from osteoporosis of the skull, the foramen magnum, squeezing those 12 pairs of cranial nerves, leading to those 24 or so chronic illnesses, leading to 8 different types of specialties in modern medicine. And there you go. So that's RFK with his voice. The foramen magnum. I've mentioned osteoporosis before. For those one-off listeners that this is all that think this is also full of shite, I don't care. Oh, don't like, don't subscribe. Don't subscribe. How about that for a concept, hey? Because I don't care. So he's a 69-year-old chap. Just a couple of weeks back, they had this vision of RFK Jr. doing push-ups. So he took his shirt off. He's looking pretty buff for a 69-year-old. I'll tell you that. And judging by, he only did 6 sort of 70% push-ups. He was stuffed after 6. I'll tell you, he got up and went, and to have a body like that and you can only do 6 push-ups. He's on some TRT or something, testosterone replacement therapy, and yeah, you can't only do 6 push-ups and then that's it. You're stuffed with that sort of body. You should just look up RFK push-ups, RFK Jr. push-ups, and you'll see, like, how can a 69-year-old look like that? And he conked out after 6 push-ups. Anyway, that was a interesting little visionary thing, and as it turned out, I read this blurb about it. People poo-pooing RFK Jr. and suggesting all these weird parts of the video where the cameraman, after RFK got up with these push-ups display, he said, "That's a fit boy," or something, and they said that was weird. Well, it was actually quite weird. So, so we've addressed RFK's voice and his physique. We know his stance on those things that you jab into your skin. I should not, shall not, will not reference that. But I have a third stance on that jabbing thing. I also think that RFK is a little bit misguided on that. What else about health that I can mention about RFK Jr. without the watchdogs cancelling, getting rid of my video and channel? Yeah, I nearly lost my channel after just saying about the things that go into your arm. Sometimes your butt. Guess what? This might be my shortest episode ever because I'm going to find myself floundering at this time, because I realized as soon as I started pressing record, I realized I shouldn't mention the unmentionables with health. So, I saw the record button there on the recording, the video recording, and I thought I didn't press it, but it is pressed. 13 minutes. That's great. So, I'm going to leave it there. Excuse the shortness of the episode. This is my first episode back in a couple of weeks after the birth of my child, and running through the things that I should mention about RFK Jr. Should I mention some more? Look. I know I was wrapping up, but I'll keep going perhaps. he ocean environmental activist and this and that, and he's not even quite understanding of what's going on in the oceans either. I've got this whole episode on why we have our oceans and global warming, and peruse, have a look at what I have to say with that. He comes across as well learned, but perhaps even like me. Let's see how I look at the age of 69. I bet you without TRT, I'll be kicking the RFK Junester in his physique and how I'm looking and all that sort of thing. I bet I'll have less grey hair than he does, at least, and I certainly won't have a voice like him, because my foramen magnum will be fine, and I'm not abusing hard drugs. Yeah. So he's not quite there with even if he wasn't on the jabby thing, and with the mercury in the oceans, it's a bit more than that. It is. So yes, I will cut it there. Right, this will be a double header for the live people. Stand by for the next episode for the people that are watching this already recorded on my Concierge Health Advisor channel, where I can't do any lives because I haven't got more than 50 subscribers. Oh, what a shame. So good luck, a real big good luck on RFK Jr. Getting through, even to get nominated as the Democrat running candidate. They're not going to get rid of Joe Biden, okay? Joe Biden's going to get voted in again, okay? Yeah. So, will he be the first runner-up or the runner-up in the race, the candidature of the Democrats? Who knows? But you can't have the president of the United States talking like that, and that's why they won't vote for him. Sorry, but that's the case. Yes, we are more tolerant and the like, but it's not going to happen because he's too righty for a lefty and all that as well. So, right, I'm going to eye off the stop there and a stop there. Not for you live people. Right. Done. Excuse me, the live people, while I added this recording to the manufacture of the podcast. The next episode, birth defects, honouring the non-birth defect of my firstborn child. Firstborn child is probably no, she's not checking this video out right now, but my second-born daughter, second-born child. Even if I go for 6, I'll probably get 6 daughters. Yeah, that's the way it is. Hey, healthy and happy, that's what they say, right? It doesn't matter if you, would have been good to get a pigeon pair, that sort of thing, but, just keep going. If I get 8 girls, well, keep going for a boy, and you might end up with a cricket team as well. Right. So that has loaded. There's the intro, the outro. Just added the outro. There you go. Details. Oh look, 179th episode. Right, I won't publish that yet because I need to add some description-y things. Actually, I'm going to publish live. So I'm just going to type here. Oh, because it's been 2 weeks since I've done this sort of thing. I forgot how to do it. Anyway, so I'm going to dictate the RFK Jr. Health Insight Review. That episode. So here we go. What should I put? Some insights into RFK Jr. and his health outlook, his health insights and ideas. New paragraph. That gives me an idea. I might do a whole bunch of shorts live. Ooh, hey, how about that? Some insights into RFK Jr. and his health insights and ideas. I'll just edit that. Insights and ideas. Full stop. Doing this edit on a what is this? An iPhone 7. It's like old school as heck. 279th episode published. Ooh, health insight review. Published. Right, new episode, and the new episode honouring the no birth defects of my second born. So add chimes. Yep. Right, it's ready for the voice recording. I can eye off the red button for the... It's going to go slow-mo? No, it did not go slow-mo.
Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health.
Thank fuck for that. Oh! Sorry about my French.
That Real Health is about what we're eating.
Thank goodness.
It's about... not...
Oh, no. It went into... Are you kidding me? It went into slow motion. The bloody recording went into slow motion. How the heck did it do that?
Conspiratorial.
Oh, no. Fuck. How embarrassment. So, basically, that episode of the last one with RFK, gone. Delete. Fucking idiot. Video. I'm just going to go, bloody, far out, mate. You're an idiot, mate. Shit. Scrub. No, at least I had the voice recording going. All right. Here we go. I'll get one squeezed out, one proper episode squeezed out, perhaps. Birth defects. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Also, don't forget, concierge health advisor for the video people. The Real Health is for the voice people. The hearing people. The podcast people. So, who'd have thought, who'd have thunk, who'd have realised, who'd have imagined, who'd have studied for, who'd have credentialed towards, who'd have researched about the particular bits of health that helps us to be healthy. Yes, who'd have thought that it's about? Stuff that up. Hey, it's been 2 weeks since I've done an episode since the birth of my child, which brings us to today's episode, birth defects. Well, based on my mood, based on lightheartedness and all that sort of thing, there's been no issues with my second born, which is daughter number 2. So Tatiana was born on the 1st, the day of the birthday of my late father as well. So that was very sweet. And she's one of the 1% of children that are born on their due date. How about that? 1% of children are born on their due date. there you go. With my caper, with the micronutrients caper, with having a good pregnancy and birth outcome, comes out to you also come out on the due date. How about that? So Tatiana, she was born just into the date she was due, 1:30 on the 1st. Saturday. Was it a Saturday? Yeah. So I'm pleased to announce that being a 50-year-old and mum is 40, that the kid came out A1, textbook, healthy as hell. Healthy as hell. Very pleased. And I quietly, I didn't, you know how if you say, oh, look, I know, like, just say after 6 months, my child will come out healthy as heck. No birth defects, because we do this whole micronutrients thing, the whole keto 44. Therefore, my child will be fine. And that's quite obnoxious, preposterous. Put the mockers on yourself, put the curse on, all that sort of thing. So I didn't want to do that, but in my mind, no worries, mate, no worries. It's all going to be good. And it was good. I saw her come out. She was just gorgeous, and very, very pleased papa sitting right here. She came out at a decent weight, 70th or so percentile, something like a 95th percentile in length for a girl, and 50th percentile head circumference, which didn't cause any issues or tearing with the nether regions of mama. So that was good. That was very good. So by doing the keto 44, everything turns out textbook. Even greater than textbook, because the textbook that we have at the moment, nah, no good, no good. So in pregnancy, there was no hypertension, no diabetes, no, nothing, right? They were talking about robotic and protocols and the like. That magic age of, oh, she's got a 4 in front of her age, oh, therefore this risk, therefore that risk, therefore you must have this checkup, that scan. Settle down, just settle the heck down, you idiots. And so we didn't do all the checkups, but we did a few just for out of general curiosity, especially, you want to see if you're having a boy or a girl. And so there you go. I had a reality check. I've got now pretty much got 5 daughters, 2 of my own, 4 now from my ma. Yes, it's one of those situations, but I got the reality check from the eldest of my ma. How do you feel about your 5th daughter? What? 5th? Oh, yeah, 5th daughter. So that was interesting. So pregnancy went fine. There was a moment or two. I'll register it as one moment where there was some lower extremity puffing up or edema for 1.5 or so days. After 8 months or so, that was gone after 1.5 days. I made sure mama was in the sun often, bare feet on the grass, that sort of thing. The whole idea of electricity discharge and all that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm just checking, because my last video, which I had to can, RFK one, it went slow-mo. Yeah, so during birth, the labour was 5 hours. That's a decent labour, as in water's breaking. There was probably 3 hours of pain. How about that? I'm approximating 3 hours of pain, and that's pretty good. And so the kid came out decent size, and we wanted to only be there for you know, the minimum 6 hours, you know, because they've done the whole medicalizing childbirth and got these protocols and seeing it's number 4 for mum, and you can go after 6 hours, but we had to stay 24 hours due to meconium exposure for the child, right? So and I thought, this is after hour 8. I'm thinking, hey guys, hey nurses, are you guys checking, monitoring this meconium exposure, like in the lungs? And no, just general checks. So look, we're out of here. So I explained myself away, like being in hospital in a tiny 4-bed type cubicle in a massive bloody maternity ward in a public hospital. Not good. It's not going to be good for mum or bub. And weighing up the options, seeing how bub is going, thriving well. Mum knows what to do. Look, we're out of here. We know what to do if there's any issues, that sort of thing. Yes, we will come straight back to hospital and all that sort of thing. Do your checkup, you know. Get your stethoscope out, and the hearing test. Like this fixation on hearing test, like, oh, the baby, she was a bit too young and we didn't get the reading. Well, so what? Like, can you actually cure hearing loss or deafness in childbirth? Can you? Well, if you can't, we're out of here still. Now, piss off. So yeah, they let us go. Oh, at your own risk. Yeah, shut up. So we went home, and nice relaxed environment. Kids sleeping, you know, up to 5 and 6 hours. I've got a little bit to say on this whole 2 and 3 hour feeding thing, which will be very interesting. But just a bit more on birth defects. Basically, low incidence. Well, let me tell you, in the last going on 60 years now, we've known that we've eliminated birth defects in our captive animals in zoos, and you know, the ones that produce for us and whatnot, and we've eliminated birth defects, and even got close to extinction, animals that are close to extinction, back from the brink, like, you know, pandas and all that, white rhino, different examples out there. And because we identified, well, a few stories with Dr. Joel Wallach, very, very insightful veterinarian, which pretty much saved pandas himself. They're not going to give a Nobel Peace Prize to anyone that suggests nutrients will save you, right? So yeah, he pretty much saved the pandas. But yeah, we've known with veterinary science that we've pretty much eliminated birth defects with 90 declared essential micronutrients. Guess what? Humans need that too, but humans don't need 90 essential micronutrients. We just need insurance and antibiotics and bloody corticosteroids. Yeah, asinine. So, in the back of my mind, without being too bravado-ish about having no defects, I knew that our child, Tatiana, will come out better than textbook. And she did. And in her, 2.5 weeks. Yeah, day 17, yeah. Day 17, she's 17. I was going to say 17 years old. You got a job yet, kid? Yeah, I've been sort of being a smart ass with that too. So, yeah, nothing wrong. We went in the day 8 for a checkup, you know, where they're fixated on, has the valve closed over the heart, all that sort of thing. And yeah, it'll be all right, you idiots. So that was fun. And you know how there's this whole thing about the babies, they're going to lose weight. They're going to lose between 5 and 10% of their body weight because they're waiting for their milk to come in. And They put Tatiana on the scale. Hey, she put on a couple of percent, right? So come on. Even with milk coming on, micronutrients, mums to be. That's what we need to do. 90 declared essential micronutrients. Do the whole Keto 44, and your pregnancy and birth and beyond, your child will be fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. Just quickly, what's the Keto 44 then, you may ask, if you only listen to this once. And I get you. I get the whole idea of listening to me once, because this sounds nuts. I assure you it's not. And make sure to not subscribe, not like, and not subscribe. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You heard it. Don't like, don't subscribe. I'll continue not popping out kids, making kids. No issues. Even if we get another couple out with mum being, say, age 46. The incidence of the low incidence or low probability of birth defects will be still low, because she's well nourished with a 90 declared essential micronutrients. Right? I urge parents, 6 months leading up to planned pregnancy, do the Keto 44. What's the Keto 44? Well, keto. The reason why I say keto is because meat and dairy based diet is to ensure that you get enough cholesterol and saturated fats and protein in your diet to complement the micronutrients that we're not getting through our food supply anymore. So aim for 80%, 80% of the calories in keto. And that is a good base. That's a great base to start on. And I've, in recent times, I don't know now, I'm probably 85 to 90% keto. I've lessened my exposure, my consumption of grains. There's no sugar consumption in this body. And I don't even crave it, because I don't have pica. I'm well nourished, you see. Yeah. So what's the first for the 44? The first for the 44 is to eliminate 4 categories of food. Gluten, which includes gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oats has to be on that list. Eliminate those grains. Then we need to eliminate the oils, which includes burnt animal fat, all oils from a bottle, and fried food. Yes, even olive oil. Yes, even olive oil. Seed oils are fine if you crush them right there in front of your head, right there, and then consume it. That's fine. But as soon as an oil is stored, put in a bottle or whatever receptacle container, whatever, and you keep it out there, oxidizes. That's what causes the trans fat, the heterocyclic amines and acrylamides in your circulatory system, which stuffs up your whole. Okay, sugars is number 3. Combine the oils and the sugars. That's what gives you those scary cholesterol numbers. Anyway, sugar. So with sugar, I've actually pretty much eliminated fruit and vegetable. I'll probably have 2 or 3 serves of fruit each year, and maybe half a dozen serves of vegetables each year, and that's it. I don't know how well you see my physique, but this is a keto physique. Majority keto. I don't even know if I'm in ketogenesis. I'm not subscribing to that whole idea. My keto thing, as I say, protein, saturated fat, essentials. And the 4th food to eliminate is nitrates. Nitrites and nitrates, that's the carcinogen. That's the new carcinogen in town. That's worse than smoking, and sitting is the whole obesity thing. Okay, so those nitrates and nitrites are the mega carcinogens, which mainly found in processed meats. The whole hams and bacons, pastrami, salami, corned beef, ham, spam, all that. Yeah, that's just a quick idea. Even some of your go to butchery meats. Be careful for nitrites. Anyways, and the second 4 to 44 is, so we've taken away, eliminated 90% plus of the supermarket, and we've added the 4 categories of micronutrients, which makes up the 90 declared essential micronutrients. Remember, our captive animals getting all those nutrients. Well, less so these days. We've lost it mainly because chickens. We only eat 5 or 6 week old chickens, and they can eat wheat because they haven't got enough time to stuff up, stuff up their health, because they're only alive for 5 or 6 weeks, eating 22 hours a day. So we're eating chicks, not chickens. Anyway, obese chicks we're eating. Out of adding those 4 categories of micronutrients, 60 of the 90 are minerals, and there's 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, and that's the whole 90 declared essential micronutrients. The last one that was declared essential was choline, 1998, apparently. So that's the whole Keto 44 in a nutshell, to reduce or eliminate. I like to say eliminate, but the incidence, the likelihood, the propensity for birth defects. Take it or leave it. Don't like, don't subscribe. I don't give a damn. I'll keep on spitting out. No, I won't be spitting. I'll be making more babies, and they won't have birth defects. Oh, you don't know if if she's deaf or blind. Or she's not blind or deaf. Or she's eating. Mum produces enough milk to feed your gander. I picked her up just before. She's a hefty little one. We're like, what's your first job, kid? So that's the whole Keto 44. Mothers and fathers, 6 months before, do the whole Keto 44. And it doesn't matter your age. Even a 20-year-old mother will still have a chance of getting a Down syndrome child if they're missing particular micronutrients. I forget. Was there a particular micronutrient? Well, it's only a marker. Usually when you're deficient in one particular micronutrient, or minerals especially, it's usually a cascade. You're not getting enough of many micronutrients, or not absorbing, and further down the line, not digesting. The whole idea of washing down, having a drink, washing down the food with your meal. You're washing away, enzymes for starters, and then there's no, you're upping the pH of your gastric juices, and you're not digesting your food, and that's the start of your troubles. Anyway, so if you have digestion issues, or heartburn issues, even in pregnancy, you need to up your salt, or you're not digesting even the food that you are taking, or even if you are supplementing and you're not increasing your salt intake and your fats and all that sort of thing, well, you're not absorbing. You're just not absorbing everything that you are taking, and even if you are supplementing. Even if what I'm doing with the whole Keto 44, I'm still probably only absorbing 70%, but it's better than 8%. Yeah, that's right. We don't know dosages for sure, but dosages of how much micronutrients we need is hummingbird based and elephant based, and 50 kilo person, 150 kilo person. Well, hopefully you won't be 150 kilos anymore when you're digesting and absorbing the 90 declared essential micronutrients, because in 6 or 12 months you won't be 150, you'll be 80 kilograms. Like me, well, I'm actually 90 kilograms. I've been going to the gym. I don't know if my physique is showing, or what, 8 months? I have been going 8 months, and apparently, you don't notice after a year. I don't know. Don't know how I think I've put some beef on. It shows on the scales, and as in a couple of kilos. I'm a couple of kilos heavier, and I'm not fatter. That's for sure. Because I did the whole caliper test thing on myself. Yes, it's not ideal, but who's going to do it? Anyway, so that's that. Birth defects, gone. Okay, take it or leave it. I don't care. We'll keep on having low incidence of birth defects, and so hopefully some people take some of this advice. Okay, don't think of it as advice then, opinion, and I'd like to make a bet. If we have more kids, I'll make you a bet, $1,000 bet, $1,000,000 bet, that there won't be any birth defects. If a child comes out at age 42, 44, 46, whatever, I bet you, $1 billion. I'll bet somebody $1 billion. Only 2,000 people can make that bet, but I bet you in the world, I'll bet you. Anyway, so birth defects, pregnancy, the whole hormone complex is very dependent on the digestion, the absorption of our micronutrients, and the dependable daily supply of our micronutrients, and not just for pregnancy, childbirth, and even for the child, but you need to have dependable supply for the rest of your life, because if you don't, then we'll still only be living to the average age of 78 or 80, whatever the going rate is now. And I tell you, if more people are doing this whole Keto 44, which I advocate, our average life expectancy, because not everybody will be always compliant throughout their life either. I'll bet you. And but if we really nutted this out, we could up our life expectancy into late 80s, 90s, and beyond. Given enough decades, and perhaps half the world's population gets into it, maybe we'll be centenarians. Okay. Instead of 1 out of 10,000 people becoming a centenarian in this day and age, you know, it used to be 1 in 400 people. Get this. 1 in, was it 400? 1 in 400 human beings back 120 years ago lived to be 100. But our life expectancy was only 40. Wow. How does that make sense? Well, infant mortality drags down statistics, drags down those life expectancy stats. So we've gone from 1 in 400 people becoming a centenarian, which lived beyond age 5, to 1 in 10,000, because we've mitigated a lot of the infant mortality, which boosts up our life expectancy. But then we all of a sudden have, what's that, 4%? So work out to 4%. Anyway, just say 90% less people living to 100 per capita. Wow. Lies, big lies, and statistics. Anyway, so that's it. I've done my dash for this episode with birth defects, confirming that my birth of my child come out great. Tatiana. A friend of mine, first thing that comes into his brain is Tatiana. Tatiana Grigorieva, the silver medalist, the Australian silver medalist in the pole vault in the Sydney Olympics. Oh, you got her pole vault yet? Oh, boy. No. Anyway, that's all for now. Eliminate birth defects, do the whole Keto 44, and have a thriving child, and mama, and papa, and the rest of the family. Right, until the next time. Bye-bye for now. Right. My endurance not handle anymore in 50 minutes. I've gone 1.5 hours before, but now I'm done. I haven't posted for a couple of weeks, so that'll be it for now. If I had 0.01 of a viewer, someone that accidentally clicked on my live thing, sorry to disappoint you. Anyway, until the next time, for the live people as well, ciao for now. I can't find the stop thing because, oh yes I can. Bye bye. End.